See how this goes. First time on YouTube in a very long time. All my lives are usually on TikTok, but we're gonna be switching it up for just a little bit. Just a little bit. Let's see what we can do on here. 1.1 thousand followers on here, and I haven't done anything. 1.3. Haven't done anything on here. Welcome, 2 of y'all on here. I don't know who's all on here yet. Hold on. Live chat. All messages are visible. Hello, Barb. Good to see you. Hi. Welcome, everybody. Oh, YouTube's different. I feel I can say tool bag. I'm not gonna get banned. I got banned on my live today. Just so y'all know, I got banned on my live for weapons and drugs. What? Please tell me where any of that has came from. Please. I absolutely don't understand how that's happened. I don't get it. I agree. It was absolutely terribly wrong. But you know what? Here's the thing. When you have great things about to happen for you, when you have great things about to happen, right? How do I get my chat to stay up? Hold on. How do I get my chat? What is this? Oh, look at that. Look at that. And change my filter. Ooh. I kind of like that. We're going to have a dance party. We'll have a dance party. I feel like I'm in a rave. What is this? I've not looked at any of it. Ooh, I like sepia. I do like the silver screen. Hot. Okay. Hold on. What do I gotta go on here? There we go. We can go sepia. That's what we're gonna do. Okay. Much better. Much better. 5 of y'all in here. Thank y'all for coming in here with me. This is literally the first live I've done on here where I'm gonna do readings. I'm gonna do stuff like that. Monday we're gonna have everything set back up, which will be, thank God, have the internet finally be able to get back to what I love to do, which is my readings. So we're gonna have, it's gonna be a good live tonight. I don't care if I have 2 people in here. I don't care if I have 500 people in here. I am just glad to be able to do my lives again, to be able to do this and not have to worry about anything. Sarah's sleeping. She's actually sleeping, which I'm very grateful for. Very grateful for. Who's all in here, by the way? I don't know who's all in here. If you can you all please say hello so I can see who is all in here, please? Golden. Let's see what we should have. Shall we? Shall we see 7 of y'all in here? Welcome. Thank y'all for being here with me. Thank y'all for being here. Shall we pull a card? Would y'all like a card? Shall we do this? I feel weird. Hi, Lynn. Brooke is here. Thank God y'all are here. Chat, please get my chat going. I'm so glad to see y'all all. So glad to see you all. Shall we pull a card? Shall we? Thank y'all for everything y'all sent earlier before I got banned. Clothes for the children. Thank you. Food, everything. Thank y'all. I can't say thank you enough. Y'all wanna know something crazy? Guess who sent me money to my PayPal? Take a wild guess. My mother. How did my mother know? How did my mother know? Hi, Murder Grand Rising. How? It said the money. She sent quite a little bit. And it said from Julie Lang. How did she know? She had to be watching me. There's no telling how long she's been watching me. None. No telling. I find that really weird though. 20 minutes after I get banned, I get an email. Money's been donated to PayPal by 2 people are at fake profiles from your account. Yeah, see, it's unbelievable, man. But 20 minutes after I get banned, I get an email from PayPal. My mother, who I haven't spoke to since before the fire. Okay? No contact, no nothing. Nothing. All of a sudden, donates $300. Why? For what? For what? I'm not gonna call you. I'm not gonna reach out to you. That's what you want me to do. Oh, help me, mommy. No. No. Does that not just seem odd to you guys? Does that not seem odd? Because to me, it seems very odd. To me, it seems highly not how that's my question. How I see the people that come into my room, right? I see the people that come to my chats. I didn't see my brothers. I didn't see my mom. Never seen them in there. Never seen their wives. It's not saying they don't use fake accounts, right? But that just lets me know she's been watching. You watch me struggle. You watch me asking for other people to help me. And then you like, I asked the pendulum, I go, did she get me banned? I said no. I could feel that she was concerned for me. I can feel it, but does that mean that her intentions are pure? No. No. I will never forget what has happened to me. That's one thing I will not do. And here's the thing, for all of you from earlier, thank you for being there in that live. Thank you for your support. I feel 20 times better. I cannot tell you thank you enough. Brooke, thank you for that message. Misty, thank you for that message. I cannot tell you how much I needed that. I know without a shadow of a doubt, everything is going to work perfectly for me. I know my family will be protected. I know it will be okay. Barb, you did plenty. Thank you. Follow your heart never lets us down. Amen to that. It doesn't. And like everybody has said, like I have said, and like Sarah's told me as well, we were brought here for a reason. If y'all weren't in the live this afternoon, I'll explain everything that's going on, why we're in a hotel right now. Hello, Starland. Good to see you. Let's pull a card first, though, shall we? Shall we pull a card first? See, on YouTube, no strikes, no nothing, so it's alright. I can be on YouTube for a week. I don't mind that. I can get help just doing this through YouTube. I can do my readings, I can book readings, I can do all that good stuff. You guys are funny. Oh, you guys are talking to me. Wow, okay. 3 in a row. 3 in a row. I claim all these. Very first one, eagle. See from a higher perspective. See from a higher perspective. I'm going to equate this to everything that I've been going through this past week. We almost lost our lives. Everything was going the wrong way. Sarah got spiritually attacked. And I had 1 of 2 options. Fall back and say, oh, poor me, poor me, poor me. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? What am I going to do? I can't do this. I can't do this. Which I battled that, to be perfectly honest. I battled that. Don't freeze on me. There we go. I battled that. And what ended up happening is I relied fully on my faith, relied fully on my guides, relied fully on my angels. And they've been there with me this whole entire time. Everything from a higher perspective. Which leads into the arrow, surrounding yourself with protective energy. Surrounding yourself with protective energy. The arrow always flies straight. Specifically when you have protective energy around you, protecting you from everything that could cause you harm, protecting you from everything that wants you to fail, protecting you from everything that creates self-doubt, self-fear, anxiety. The arrow will always lead you in the right direction. You will always be surrounded by protective energy. And then the warrior spirit. Be fearless and brave, especially when you're looking into adversity, when you don't know what's going to happen, when you have everything stacked up against you, when you think everything is falling around you. I just went through this. Everything's building itself up. Everything that's fallen to the wayside is needed to fall. Everything that is building up is needed to build up. The foundation, the blocks. But that was not needed to be held needs to be released. I claim all three of these cards. All three of them. My guides are speaking to me. They never let me down. You know, it's been a week. I've taken many positives from all of this though. Making it through what we've just been through, the first thing that we went through, literally driving down this road that wasn't even considered, like, GPS should have never put us down that road. Should never happened. They did. We weren't supposed to make it off that road. We weren't supposed to make it. That road's a death trap. When I say a death trap in every sense of the way. This road isn't even suitable for ATVs. We had to traverse. There was downhill grades, uphill grades. It's going down a mountain. You're going down a mountain. There is no preparing for this. Sarah was driving. We couldn't even stop to get out to switch seats because of how steep it was. Thought the car was going to blow up a couple times by how it hit. Got up to a certain part. There was about a half-mile stretch. It's like a dead man's curve. And around this curve, there's no guardrails, there's no nothing. It's just dirt and drop off. And on this drop off, you're looking at over 100 feet down, hundreds of trees. Car would have exploded. Tire goes off just a little bit to the left. We're falling over. Now to the right, which you only have, I want you all to visualize this. You have 1.5 feet on each side. 1.5 feet on the right, 1.5 feet on the left. That's it. That's it. There's tree stumps sticking out. There's jagged rocks everywhere. There's massive drops of 2 to 5 feet. The gradient on each side is different. So you have one side that's up here, the other side's right here. So you have this drop, okay? 2.4 miles of hell. 2.4 miles of hell. The thought crossed my mind, we might not make it. And then I prayed out loud, Father, please guide her. Please have the angels here and guide us through this. We are not going to have this happen. We got through what we thought was the worst part. Oh no. 0.2 miles left. We get through what we thought was the worst. Come around this corner and it's going up. And anytime you know something's going up, you know it's not going to be good. It's not going to be good. And by the way, I'm not frozen, am I? I saw my stuff glitch one time. Can somebody just say if I'm good? I just want to make sure I'm good before I explain the rest of the story. I'm good. Okay, good. 0.2 miles left. We get around, go all the way up, and we get to the top of this. We come to the crest, and then this straight drop. About 10 foot. 10 foot. Oh, Misty, by the way, Misty, thank you for sending that package. Thank you very much. We got to the top and Sarah looked at that and she goes, I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't do this. And I had to sit there and say, you got this. You've done this. You have this. You got this. I had to get out the car, go down this ravine. I remember looking up. The car is about 10 feet and I'm looking directly straight up. And I had to guide her through, because there was a massive drop of the jagged rock coming out. If she would have hit that rock, it would have screwed the whole car up. She'd go off to the left too much, she falls off the side. So like the margin of error was like this. She couldn't, man, I tell you, and all you have, mind you, it's not just me and Sarah in the car. All 4 of our children, we're all in this. Okay. I remember watching the car go down. Boom! Hits hard. Swerves over to the right. Gets off that. I saw the wheel that much from going off the side. Time froze. That terrified me. It's like everything stopped right at that moment. Because if it would have gone the opposite direction, I would have lost my whole family. And we would have been in the middle of nowhere. Nobody would have found us. Nobody would have found us. Like, I thank my angels for everything that day. We weren't supposed to make it. That was the first day, full day we were in West Virginia. We got here on Monday. This Monday just passed. That was Tuesday. Then, the next day, even worse. So, before we came out here, Susan, who's an incredible soul, she had a vision. You guys were supposed to make an amen to that. Yes, we were. No other option. So, threshold of all thresholds. She had told me, she goes, there's a very dark elemental energy out there. It's ancestral land. They want your son. They want Zeppelin. They're connected to him from a past life. And I saw all this. And I drove that thing away before we even left. Drove it away. They saw my true power. They won't mess with me. They respect me fully. They're scared of Sarah because of her. She's a witch. She's a green and white witch. And she can also banish them. So they're trying to scare her away, and when their way of doing that is trying to overtake her. Now, this is what happened. Remove this thing from trying to attack Zeppelin, and then focused on my wife. We had to do a 3-candle, 4-candle ritual with the elements. Had 3 stones and a pine cone. Had to trap one of the entities, and it was stuck in the pine cone. Now, the pine cone was a light brown. When we were done, it was dark. Changed colors. That's how you knew. After we did that, there was so many souls that walked out of that cellar. There was a family of 6 natives that we crossed over. They were lost. They were terrified. They were being tortured by that thing. They wouldn't let them cross. I'll never forget that. So many souls. They all crossed over. Thought that was the end of it. No. Ooh, no. That thing got pissed. This thing is old. When I tell you it's old, it's old. I've dealt with many demons. Many. None like this. Yesterday, we get to the hotel. Sarah's in immense pain. I knew something wasn't right. I had to pray over her for an hour. I had to do my language. I had to invoke the 72 angels I have. I had to invoke the 4 names of God, and Yeh, Adonai, Olga, Tetragrammaton. I had to pull this thing out of her mouth. I need you to visualize this. Okay, this will give you the best visualization of this. This thing was like a squid about this wide, from the top of her head all the way down to her feet. had tentacles that was like a leech. It was leeching onto every part of her body. It was trying to consume her. Didn't happen. Pulled it out, got rid of the rest of it this afternoon. Took 2 days. 2 days pulling this thing out. I knew it was gone because when I was laying down with Zeppelin just a little while ago, I'm looking up at the ceiling, just sitting there and thinking, I saw the most beautiful, beautiful white orb, crystalline, and I knew they were with me. That right there is just the reassurance. Everything's okay. You're okay. Things will be okay. I've been stressed about winter clothes. I've been stressed about tires for the car. I've been stressing about everything about the moment of now, instead of focusing so much on these things that I don't have control of right now. And I had to realize that. That's the human side of me. Our minds are one of our biggest adversaries or our biggest teammates. Mine was becoming an adversary. It was imposing self-doubt. It was imposing anxiety. It was imposing these things to make me want to leave. Not going anywhere. It's my house now. My land. And I will bless this land, and that land will be free. I can promise you that. It's been it's been a week. I can tell you that. It's been a week. However, like I said, this is my land. They know it. That's the difference. When I went out to the forest the very first time, I walked all the way up the hill, went up to a mountain, went up to the top. There's deer, there's all kinds of stuff. They welcomed me with 3 owl feathers. 3. I agree, I feel a lot better. You guys helped me immensely, just the prayers alone. I needed to be reminded everything's gonna be okay. She's sleeping, actually sleeping. She's feeling better. Prayers have worked. Prayers are powerful, man. That's why I say all the time, prayers are powerful. You know, I'm glad just I even have 6 of y'all on here with me right now. Nobody knows I'm on YouTube. I'm just blessed to even have 6 of y'all. Just wait until the story I get to write about this. Like Dead Files. Be like, Amy, got a story for you. I would love for you to come out to this land. You want to see some stuff? Come out here. Come out here. Kids are as good as they can be, you know. They're just happy to be with us. As long as they're with us, they're happy. They love the property. They love being outside. They love being out there. They love the horses. The horses love them. We have a cat. We actually have a cat. That's a barn cat. It's absolutely an amazing cat. They love it there. My main thing's protecting my children out there, making sure they're okay, which I know they are. But see, here's the difference. Like I said, when I went to the forest, I got welcomed with feathers. When Sarah went, she heard growling. I said, what? She goes, I got growled at. I said, what do you mean? She goes, I got growled at twice. I went up the same path you and Aubrey went. We both went up it. I heard it growl at me and I stopped. I said, Aubrey, shh, quiet. Then she heard it again and she just took off back down the hill. And that's when this thing started attacking her. He was waiting. Not anymore. It's gone. It's gone. It realized, not the one. I'm not the one. I had to remind myself fully of who I was. I was like, do you know who you are? Act like it. You are not this person to sit here and go, ooh, poor me. Fix it. Okay? Amen to that. I will fix it. I'm just glad to be able to talk to you guys. I'm glad that we have you. honest, you guys are our family. Like, I cannot express how much love and gratitude I have for all of you. As I said earlier, I don't like asking for help at all. At all. I like to earn it. I like to be able to do what I need to make it feel like you got something of value, not just handing somebody something. But I had no choice today. That was something very difficult for me to do. I didn't want to burden people. I know people have stuff going on in their own lives. And I don't want to ever add on to stress. I don't ever want to add on to anything that makes you feel like it would put you in a stressful situation. Julie, you're welcome. See, just like comments like that, that reminds me of why I do what I do. You've helped save my life. That's what I say every time. You saved your life. We just happen to give you tools to help you. Proud of you all. I know E-Tool Star, I know. I figured. Barb, thank you. Thank you, everybody. It's been amazing. Just the outreach of love and support from you guys has been more than I can even imagine. I've helped so many people. I remind myself of that. Say Nathan. Especially before asking, you're very welcome, Julie. Like before even having to ask, I had to remind myself, I said, Nathan, you do for so many and ask for nothing. So the time that you actually ask for help, they'll help you. I got banned during that last live for weapons, talking about illegal weapons or drugs. When did I ever talk about that? Please tell me. Then I appealed it and they said, nope, there was reason to violate you. So I got a week. It was the first time back on after being banned for a week, got back on. And then, like I said, I find it really auspicious that after I got banned, 30 minutes later, my mother sends me money through PayPal. That caught me off guard. Means she was watching me. How long have you been watching me? How long? That didn't sit well with me. It didn't. It just didn't sit right, man. Of all these times, it means you've watched me during my lives. When we were in Texas, you've watched me, right? It's not your first time. Not your first time. No way. And then all of a sudden now you 30 minutes after I get banned, she had to have been on that. How else would she know to send me money? That I was asking for donations, how would she know? How would she know to send it to my PayPal? Either she had a fake account, or my brother's, or one of my sister-in-laws. All fake accounts, because they know if I see their name and I read the name, I'll be like, boom, block. So they would make a fake account. That proved it to me. That proved it. They kind of blew their own little cover. Right? Oh, I haven't been watching you. Oh, really? You haven't been watching me, but yet you sent this amount of money 30 minutes after I got banned. You didn't even know I had a PayPal. Riddle me that. It made no sense. It just didn't make any sense. I hadn't heard from my mother since before April. Cut all communication. All of it. And then today, out of the blue, Is everybody here? Yeah, everybody here is. Yep, everybody here is. But here's the thing: she can't report me for shit on this. And I asked the pendant. I asked, hold on. Watch. Don't know how this works. Got me in the light, no little light, please. Is my mother the reason I got banned? No. See? She was watching me. Yes. She's concerned. Yes. Is her intentions pure? No. Do you see? Was my other family watching with her? My brother Joe. Did he report me? No. Stop, please. See? Wasn't them. Wasn't them. But as you can see, are your intentions pure with what you said? No. Then why? Why are you sending it? Like, why? What is the motive? It's like she expects me now. Oh, mommy, thank you. Let me call you to please come save me. Why were they watching? That's a very good question. That's a very good question. The other question, how long have they been watching? My other two, I got banned a week and a half ago for hateful whatever. Starting to make sense. I don't do anything but help people. I don't do anything but help people. Like, that's the question. How long have you been watching me? I am sorry, Nathan, but no, what do you mean? What do you mean? I bought lotto for tonight. I haven't bought any in weeks. I'm going to win some. I wish you nothing but the best. I hope you do. I hope you hit that jackpot. Boom. You deserve it. Don't y'all find that weird though? Don't y'all find that weird? You really do. Thank you, Julie. That's all I do is help people. That's all I do. I kid you not, I got banned this afternoon for weapons and drugs. And then when I hit somebody falsely reported me, that's what I put for the reason of like, why did I get suspended? Somebody falsely reported me. They're like, nope, there's been room to find that you violated the guidelines. From how? What? I didn't say shit. I didn't say anything. Like, it makes me wonder, like, when it says certain comments been removed in chat. Hold on. those up real quick. Get him this bottle. Where the neck people come in your lives are the terror was the devil people. Right? That's literally the only ones that have been on there. And all I do now is block, block, block. Like, I don't. Like, that's the thought I've had though. How long have they been watching me? How long? TikTok is messed up. Like, there was no, like, literally sent my appeal, and I got my appeal back within a minute saying that it had been declined. Not even 1 minute, because you know it just goes through an automated service. It's not even looked at. Not even looked at. Like, it doesn't matter. It's ban, 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 ban. And it's like, what did you get banned for? Well, I was talking about helping my family, but apparently I was talking about weapons and drugs while helping my family. It seems to go hand in hand, does it not? Weapons and drugs, family life. Like, what? But, like I said, for me, it's like, okay, Nathan, this happened, what are you gonna do? Made a backup account, I'm gonna get that backup account over 1,000 extremely quick. Then do YouTube, grow this YouTube channel, and then in a week, when I get to go back onto I Am Toth, and I'll post on there this whole week as well, I will blow that one out the water. Plain and simple. When you have these things that just keep happening, right? It's a test. It's all a test. This has been a difficult test. I will say that. It hasn't been an easy test at all. But, we've made it through every single part of it. Every single part. I now have internet, thank God, coming Monday. Oh, thank God. And then I also got $500 deducted off my rent because we were staying in a hotel. So that's another good news. So, and then just to have your guys' positive reinforcement, like, I cannot tell you how much that truly meant to me. Be like, Nathan, you were here for a reason. You know, they're not going to bring you to that land for nothing. You're there for a reason. Don't doubt yourself. That meant more to me than you know. I promise you that. It's been a hell of a week. It's been a hell of a week, man. Oh yes, continue to make it. It's the only option I have. Failure's not an option for me. Failure's not an option. Like, and believe me, I had some lows this week. Like, lows, man. Where I was just like, wanted to give up, to be honest. But that's not an option. And I don't mean give up by unaliving myself. That's not what I mean. But like, just give up, take everything, try to go back to Texas. It's not an option. Not an option. Oh, I agree, Barb. I will be okay. I will be okay. Hold on. But, like, one of the worst days for me was Thursday. Just to be honest, Thursday, we were supposed to get internet. 8 to 11 in the morning was my time. Wake up at 8, right? It's raining. It rains till 11. 8 to 11 it rained. So I had to reschedule. Tried calling my phone. I had no service. No phone service where I'm at. So they couldn't get a hold of me. So I had to drive 20 minutes into town to go get phone service. And I call the Viasat people. And they're like, oh, well, the technician tried to call you. You didn't answer. So next day of service for you will be Monday. This was on a Thursday. My heart dropped, dude. Like, I was just like, man, I just spent 4 days out here. No service, no TVs, no nothing. Nothing, no technology. It was like, this is not happening. Like, this is not happening, but it had to happen. The reason it had to happen is because we had to leave that house and that property to remove this thing that was on Sarah. It wouldn't have happened at the house. I had to do it here. So that's why that happened. Everything happens for a reason. That's the thing. And at first we don't know. But when we find out the answer of why, it makes sense. And let me tell you, that was one of the hardest battles I've had to do, has been this past week. Emotionally, spiritually. Physically, I'm fine. Besides anxiety, I had more anxiety than I've ever had in my entire life, and that was from dealing with this thing. It causes self-doubt, causes anxiety, causes you to, it wanted us to leave. That's what it wanted. Leave, because it knows we can get rid of it. Now you're stuck with me. Stuck like white on rice. Stuck like Chuck. Yes, the thing on Sarah was from the land. It was actually very old. It was in the cellar. And when she opened up the door, it came out. And it was whole goal was to attack her. And it did. Got rid of it though. We also crossed over 10 souls that were trapped in that cellar. A family of 6 and 4 other souls. They were being tortured. They couldn't find the light. They couldn't get out. Thing wouldn't let them. So that's what we had to do. A big laugh, things are being good very soon. Oh, I believe it fully. It did want us to run. It wanted us to run in terror. Be like, oh no. Not gonna happen. I went out there and told them, this is my land, not yours. And then they saw the truest essence of me. They saw me as Enoch. And they knew. They knew. They knew. They saw me and they, like I told you, it's different. Like they respected me instantly. It didn't want me to doubt myself. It tried. It tried. It tried really good. But it did not win. And all the fairies out there, everything that was out there, saw me. They knew. And they accepted me. They went after my wife though. They thought she wasn't as strong. Oh, but she is. And she has me. And she has my 72 angels. And she has the 4 elements, which are the 4 names of God. Go ahead, try. Go ahead. You can see what happens. And that's why they respected me, because when I went out there, I had to invoke the 4 names of the elements. And I need you to imagine the house. You had red coming up one side, a red mist. You had green coming up another side. You had white coming up another side, blue coming up the other side. All 4 of them came up and covered the house. I ran that thing off from trying to, I was trying to get my son. And then it saw who I was. That was the moment where they're like, I mess with you. They knew it. The reason they said they were going to mess with me, because I was the one that invoked those elements. I'm the one that invoked the guides, the angels, not Sarah. And since she didn't invoke them, they're like, well, we're going to go after her. And they did. Their goal was to make her so sick to die, or to make us leave. Didn't work. Didn't work. My third eye, look how, do you see this? How opened my third eye is right now. Whoa. Look at that. That. All that. All that. That's my third eye. Activated. Definitely activated. Take 4 jars and bring them in the 4 corners of your land. I'm about to do that. The thing about that is the property stretches so far. It's over 100 acres. What I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to do it where the gate is that opens to that property. It's like probably 400 yards from the house. No, they did not realize who she was. They do now. What I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to do that south of that gate, walk all the way down to where the trails meet from north, east, and west will just be off on the sides. That's what I'm gonna have to do. pretty much. It's been it's been something else, man. Wait for me and bless me with healings, please. My name is Husam Moscone. I can do that for you. Father, can you please hear me? I need you to look at me though, okay? Breathe. Feel my love. Feel my light. Feel my divine energy. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. We'll pray for you. Okay? Father, may you please protect Husam Moscone, please, from any type of hexes, any black magic, any generational curses, anything that is none of the light, anything that is causing pain, harm, self-doubt, anguish, anxiety, depression, fear. Please put your hands of light around them. May they feel your presence. Kruta lahim lakriti maila hamala kutum lakriti mela bayana lakutu istanama kumbe lakriti mela hinal sulu mayana makriti mala sum lakriti mumbukutu him lakriti yasana lakrim mala hayas tamum lakriti mala hetum lakriyas tanamaya namum kumbe yatapa. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. That is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, now forever and always. Krumaya la klima la tumak tues de la Christo maya la maestu nama. Krumaya la him la kutuya. Krum la him la kutuya. Krum la him la kutuya. La ostundama la krimaya. Amen. Oh my God, I have words all around me. That felt good. Felt good. Amen, amen, amen. There is some way of getting dimension of your property. Yeah, there is. What I'm going to do though is I'm going to, like I said, I know how to bless it now. I know what they want me to do. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Love, light, and blessings to you. Please come in as many times as you can. I do prayers usually every day. Prayer is very important to me. And if you get to experience anything in my lives, prayer is what I would like you to experience. Prayer works. Oh, I can't wait to do my readings. Buy this right here is throbbing. Boom, 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 boom. Oh yeah, we will be absolutely amazing. The kids will be amazing. My children are the four elements. They're representative of the four pillars. That's why these things are attracted to them, because they know who they are. But they also know who I am. Saint Michael will pray. Saint Michael will be with you, Husam. Saint Michael, Raphael. That's me. Just so you know. Call out Saint Michael. Brother, please. Brother Yeshua. They will be with you. You need to send me an email. I need to send you step by step how to do a cleansing for yourself. My email, can you write this down? Can somebody put in chat, please, my email for them? All you have to do is send me an email. I'll send you step by step how to literally cleanse yourself. This will help you. I'm not going to charge you for that. Just send me an email and I'll send it to you. I promise it will help. I promise you that. You are welcome. The ancient language, man. Powerful. It's powerful. The greater key of Solomon. It's like bugs to a light. Yes, it is. You have to understand there's two keys of Solomon. The lesser key of Solomon, which is working with demons. Been to all of you. Yes, you need Brooke. Be amazing to sit down with you. Amazing to sit down with you again. Um, I actually am probably going to give you a free one-on-one reading for everything you've done for us. So, thank you. But the Greater Key of Solomon is working with the strongest angels, the highest names of God, the highest names of the Elohim, the highest names of the Sephiroth. Yeah, that's what I had to do. I had to actually work with the Key of Solomon, the Greater Key of Solomon, to save Sarah. That's what we had to do. You taught me to pray again. Thank you, Julie. You're awesome. Awesome. I'm proud of every one of you. You guys know this. I tell you it every day. And I mean it. Proud of every single one of you. Every one of you. Proud of who you are now. Who you're becoming. Person you used to be. As I said, no more. It's done. The person you are now, though, be very proud of that. Be proud of everything you made it through. Be proud of every time you've been told you would fail. Every time you've been doubted. Every time that you've been called a loser. Yet you're still here. You're still standing. And you're stronger than ever. They cannot ever take that from you. Never forget that. I had to remind myself of that this week. So Nathan, look at everything you've made it through. You were supposed to die in the fire, Nathan. You had a ring of fire surround you. You watched the floor go boom, boom, boom. The roar of the fire deafening. Sounded like a tornado. I wasn't supposed to make it through that. That was in April. Fast forward. Amen to that. They do. They helped me immensely. And I had to remind myself. I was like, Nathan, look at everything you've made it through, man. Everything. You talk about all the time. Proud of who you are now, who you're becoming. Why are you not doing the same for yourself? You got your family a house. You got them property that you would never have in your wildest dreams. You've done everything you set out to do. And because of setbacks, you look at it as a failure. Why, Nathan? Stop. Stop. When has failure ever been an option for you? It was like my higher self literally started talking to me and said, what the fuck are you doing? Literally. And I listened. I said, you're right. You're right. You are right. I have everything to be grateful for. We're alive. We're alive. Should have died on Tuesday. Should have died. We're alive. My wife got spiritually attacked the worst she's ever been attacked for the past 3 days. We made it through it. We're alive. We're still all together. April, losing everything in a fire. Running into that fire 10 times to save those cats who I lost. They were more than just cats. They were my family. They were my world, my wife's. I shouldn't have made it out of that fire. I got burned on my head. My inside of my throat was scorched. My chest. I was coughing up sulfur for 2 weeks. Never forget that. Made it through that. Went the next day, dug through 3 to 4 foot of burned everything. Found Sarah's license. Found the one bank card. The guitar that I bought the day before. Had for 3 hours. Made it through the fire. Still works. Still have it. Works amazingly well. Let's fast forward to, thank you, Julie. Let's fast forward to Zechariah being born. July. Delivered my son in the closet. Delivered my son. That was a threshold for me. I had my wife and my son's life in my hands. I'll never forget that. The most beautiful, terrifying, amazing experience ever. And that was a threshold, because in that moment I could either rely on my faith or do human instinct. My son got stuck. He got stuck, and his neck was turning purple and wasn't breathing. And that was the most hopeless moment of my life. That moment right there. Because I stared and I looked, and I knew, I prayed out loud. I said, Father, please don't let my wife or my son die. In that moment, I had my guides around me. I saw them all. I had to put my hands, I remember, I had to put my hands above her pelvic bone. And when she had a contraction, I had to push at the same time. If I would have done it too late, could have caused her the baby harm. Done it too early, caused her the baby harm. Mind you, she had preeclampsia, and is also anemic. So any cut, she bleeds out. Everything froze in that moment. And I remember felt it. My guides put my hands there, and they told me, push. As soon as it said push, I pushed. Both the cats, oh yeah, they are. They're I see them all the time. But they're not cats anymore. One's a puma, one's a lion. They look amazing. And when I pushed, Zechariah flew up. 9 pounds, 1 ounce, perfect delivery, perfectly healthy baby, perfectly healthy mom. That was divine. That was not me. Never forget that. I will never forget that. It had to be done, the delivery had to be by holy hands. That's why it happened the way it did. Our son Zechariah goes back to my lineage of Adam. Adam, from Adam and Eve. Adam is my great grandfather. Enoch, Jared is my father. Go figure. Wow, that's kind of weird. So my landlord's name is Jared. Okay, there's a sign, Nathan. See, sign's always in front of you. Spelled the exact same way. I can't make this shit up, man. It's crazy. The lineage, finding the true lineage of how far we go back. And like I said, Zechariah, he is my grandson. Enoch's grandson is Noah. That's who he is. Noah. Enoch is one of the 10 patriarchal fathers before the deluge, which is the flood, the great flood. Noah, my grandson, is the one that invoked Tetragrammaton, IDHR, the name of the Most High, which is the most powerful name to use. And that's what saved him. That's the story of that. Many of you, by the way, we've discussed this, many of you have met me in your past lives. You've worked with me. You were either working with me, some of you were family, some of you are the same divine rose lineage, the divine temple of the rose as my wife. Others are with me in the order of Adam, the first order of Melchizedek, which I was also Melchizedek. Melchizedek, guess who the first high priest was in that order? Jesus, Yeshua. Yeshua was the first high priest in the order of Adam. Did you get the gifts I sent to the new house yet? Yes, Brooke, thank you so much. Yes, we did. Thank you for everybody that sent stuff. It's helped immensely. We've been out here for an hour already. It's crazy. It doesn't even feel like an hour. Not at all. I'm enjoying just talking to you guys. I feel a lot better. Just needed that affirmation. It's gonna be okay. You have people here that you can depend on. You have family. It's going to be okay. I think that was the scariest part to me, was thinking I didn't have family. But I was thinking of like immediate, not my family, it's just you guys. You guys became my immediate family. I am definitely more relaxed. first time I ate, which Lisa, thank you for sending the food if you're still in here. It was amazing. Thank you. First time I ate in probably 2.5 days. Not because I didn't have food. I had no appetite. No appetite. I couldn't eat. And it just, it's like something clicked today. It clicked and it was just like, this shit's done. This is your house. This is your land. And I let it be known. And they heard me. They heard me. They knew. So this is it. Now, you get to deal with. Now you get to deal with my people. But well, you have to send me an email. There's a certain way to do that. To remove any hexes or curses, there's a certain thing you have to do. Send me an email. P-Lang, P-L-A-N-G-E, P-Lang, 0115 @gmail. Send me an email. I've dealt with demons my entire life. Grew up around them. Don't have any fear. That's the one thing. Listening is what I do because sometimes, I agree. It really is. Sometimes all you need is just to know to have somebody there. Like, just know you have somebody there. You don't have to say anything. Just knowing you have somebody there that can make the world of a difference. Sometimes people think that you have to say certain things or buy something or no. Just knowing somebody's there with you. That can literally change the whole direction for them. Something that small can be so powerful. So powerful. Email to Planet. It auto-corrected you. That's funny. It auto-corrects my email address to Planet. Well, I'll be a planet. I don't, Planet Enoch. I wouldn't doubt it. Would not doubt it. And I don't think you're family for me on a past life from here. See this place right here? This is where I'm from. Arcturian. And then I also have another starseed that I don't know yet. I'm a hybrid. It's a very rare one. They told me this and I narrowed it down to a couple, but there's 23 different starseeds. 23, it's quite a bit. That's just the 23 we know of. That's there's more than that. There's more than that. But there's 23 for sure that we know about. Here to help you all with this. Here to help you with your past lives. Here to help you become the truest version of yourself. Feels good, man. Feels good to help people. Feels good to be able to do what I love to do. And you know what? I need some color. I need some color. We're gonna put bubbles. I don't need bubbles. Beam. Normal. Beam. Alright, there we go. I had to erase it. Yeah, email him at Planet. What planet? I'm so confused. Makes me laugh. See, you know what's crazy? Most people are like, oh, bro, I have 7 people streaming, man. No. You know what? Like I said, if I had one person watching, I would do the same thing for this one person. If I had 500, 1,000 watching, same me. It's kind of, I don't mind it. Let's pull some cards. Not weird ever. What questions do any of you guys have? In the same way you help us, don't forget to let us help you. Thank you. I really appreciate it, Rick. It does mean a lot to me, just so y'all know. It really does. I didn't want to ask for help. I didn't want to ask for anything. I still have a hard time asking for help. Like, I need to get winter clothes for my children. Food. I need to stock up on food. Like, But I know everything will be okay. Everything will be taken care of. I just need to breathe, focus on what I'm doing now, not focus on things out of my control right now, things that will be taken care of, but there's no point stressing. All that's going to do is absorb my energy into something that doesn't need to be absorbed into. I had to catch myself. Because I was doing that. Like, I would just start pacing, man, like walking back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back. That's my anxiety. Like, when I start pacing, that's how I know I'm feeling anxiety. I'm like, this isn't me. Like, I don't pace. I don't do this. Oh, they tried. They tried, man. They tried as hard as they could to make me try to leave. They tried. They tried. They failed. They absolutely failed. Ah. What card do you look at that? See, they're gonna, y'all are gonna give me just throw it. Skyfather, God, the higher perspective of the eagle. Skyfather is what? Trusting in the unknown. Trusting in the unknown, which I talk about all the time. The unknown, we can't control it. We can't control change. Things are out of our control, that happens. What do? Do we sit there, try and wrestle everything, try to fight against it? Or do we embrace the change that is happening and understand everything is going to be okay? It might not be the way that we foresaw it, the way that we planned it, but it will all unfold in divine timing. The timing's on the divine, not our own. That's what I had to learn. That's what I had to learn. Timing isn't just on what my timing is, what the universe, what the unknown has for me. That's the timing that I'm going to go off of. And as soon as I realized that, things changed. This is a powerful card. Family does not have to be really correct. That's a powerful card. Trusting in the unknown, which is what I'm going through literally right now. Trusting in the unknown, trusting in this situation. This is the biggest change in my life. Moving to a state that I've never been to, never saw the property in person. Okay? None of it. Drove 1,200 miles. Biggest change of our life. Uprooted everything. Trusting in the unknown. That's that. Trusting in the unknown fully. Knowing everything's going to be okay. My guides are giving me affirmations, man. I claimed that card. I'm going to claim that and see how I have. What else do y'all have? What else do y'all have? What else? I know there's going to be one more. Y'all are just, I'm going to keep going with this. Okay. The Hunter. Track down your fears and your desires. Track down your fears. Why would we track down our fears? Because there's no longer a fear when you encounter it head on. When you look at death in its eyes, which is usually a reflection of your own self, that's where the fear stems from. Ourselves. And when you confront yourself head on, and you tell yourself, this fear is not going to manifest, this fear has no control over me, this fear is a mirage of something I am not. It has no control over you. None. None. And then to hunt down your desires. Your desires in a positive, your desires, what's going to make you spiritually happy, physically healthy, emotionally in a higher plane, spiritually inclined at a different level. The abundance of all forms. Your desires, what in life is it you really want to do that's truly going to change people for the better, without asking for anything. Just through your own love, your own intentions of purity. That card is a beautiful reminder. Confront your fears head on. Know that they will not be a fear once you confront them. It is now a solution. You now have an answer to your problem. It is no longer something you have to walk around, you walk through it. And then it becomes a part of your shadow. That shadow becomes the light. Never forget that. I have to remind myself of that. Stargazer. Set your sights higher. Stop limiting yourself. I had to tell myself that. Stop limiting yourself, Nathan. This is everything you've worked for. Everything is here. You set your sights very high. You've achieved that. Now, why are you going to limit yourself and say, no, this isn't right? Set your sights higher. Now that you have what you asked for, what are you going to do to utilize it? What are you going to do to make it become the best that it can be, better than your dreams ever imagined? Don't limit yourself. The only one that can limit ourselves is us, ourselves. And when we realize that, watch what will happen for you. Life will change. Yeah, they're speaking tonight. These cards, man, I usually pull cards off this deck. I always hope that people don't appreciate it. I can attest to that. I can attest to that. Out of, almost 80,000 people I have that follow me on TikTok, I'd say there's probably a good 80% that would help me anytime. There's a good 20% out of that I've helped that wouldn't even lay a finger up to help me, even though I've done for them and never asked for anything. I know the feeling. I'm not mad at them. I don't sit there wishing anything but love, light, and blessings to them. Not everybody's the same. I can attest, believe me. That's why it's also okay to say no. That's why I had to learn that. I had to learn how to say no, that I'm not going to help you. Why? You don't care? No. On the contrary, I care more than you think. You don't care what it is that I want to help you with. You don't care what it is that I will be able to share with you to help you with what you are asking. All you are wanting is somebody to just listen to you complain, not help you. You're not going to use my energy for anything but a positive. I'll tell you, it's funny how fast the true person of them comes out when you tell them that. Their whole demeanor changes, everything changes. Why? Why is it changing? Narcissism at its finest, yes. See, Barb, I told you, I can relate with all of you. I relate with all of you very much so. People go, oh, you're gifted, you must not have problems. Well, really? On the contrary. Being gifted, people think that it's a lot of time, a big blessing. It's a lot to handle. It's a lot to handle. I've accepted it fully though, and I asked for it. So I knew what I was getting myself into, and I was born into it. I didn't have a choice. But I will tell you, because all of you in here are gifted, it can be very overwhelming. It can be very stressful. There's a beautiful white orb right next to me. I am so glad to see you guys. It can be very, 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 very much a lot. And here's the thing, when we don't have anybody we can talk to about it, right? What do you do? Because here's one or two things that will happen. Say you decide to open up with whoever you're with, family, friends, relationship you're in, whatever it may be, right? Say they don't understand what you have. And they're like, why are you having a mood swing? You were perfectly fine a minute ago. Why? Now you're acting crazy as shit. Why? Well, if I go, well, the person standing in front of me was fully depressed. The person behind me was full of anxiety. The person checking me out, the cashier, was pissed off at the world. And I didn't speak to any of them except for the cashier. They're going to look at me and go, that's crazy as shit. You didn't even speak to them. How would you know? Like, what do you mean? Do you see why I didn't tell you? We run that risk then of being ridiculed, of being mocked, of sitting there and going, okay, so you don't understand me. I opened up to be vulnerable, to hope you did, and you don't. So then what's the other option? Not to open up at all, right? Try and deal with something on our own that if you don't have validation, if you haven't came across somebody like myself that's able to help you with your gifts, to be able to tell you about your gifts, how do you deal with it? How do you deal with it? Why do you think so many people that are gifted turn to alcohol or drugs? Why do you think? It's not because we're crazy. It's not because we're sitting there, having these terrible problems in our life and like, oh, I just need to be. No. It's to quiet everything. It's to finally let our minds stop. It's to finally sit there and get a piece of a second where it's like, oh, but little do we know that that substance is going to cause even bigger problems. We can only quiet it. We can only quiet it. We can't ever stop our gifts. We cannot. And the more that you try to, the stronger they come. It's like, oh, you want to doubt? Okay. They call it a spiritual psychosis. Now, when you hear the word psychosis, a lot of people go ahead and it's automatically attached to something negative. Spiritual psychosis is not like a regular psychosis of a mental breakdown. Spiritual psychosis is the opposite. That is when all of your gifts are completely opened to a whole different level. Like where my gifts are at now, if this happened in the beginning, this would be a spiritual psychosis. And the thing is, a lot of people cannot handle it. Or how would you, honestly? You would, the stuff you would see, the things you would experience, which would all be real, without having knowledge of how, knowing how to explain it, without coming across as batshit, they would want to lock you away. They're like, you need help. You need help. You're not normal. Something wrong with you. So what do we do though? We're stuck between that place then. We have to keep it to ourselves. It is, it's like, I can't tell you how many people, oh, you're gifted, oh, it must be so amazing. In a way, yeah, it has many positives. I love what I do. I love being able to help people. I love giving closure to people that have loved ones that have passed, that didn't get to say goodbye. I love helping people become the best version of themselves. I love it. I love it. I breathe this. This is why I do this. Tell people I drink to quiet my mind. Yeah, I understand that completely, Verna. Get it completely. Just for that it can be an hour, 2 hours, 4 hours, even whatever. Just to get our minds just to go. I'm glad I don't drink anymore. We'll say that. I had a problem with alcohol. Not like I was drinking 16, 20 beers a day, no. I would drink a Four Loko in the afternoon. I would sit out in the park. And I would sit there. And I would be there for like an hour and a half. I'd drink one. The most would be two. And that's even a lot. This shit's terrible. But I would do it every day. Every day. That's an alcoholic. It's an alcoholic. Just because I only have one or two drinks, it's the alcohol percentage. The percentage is why I only have one or two, because that's all I would need. I was trying to numb what I didn't want to face. It's not that I didn't want to face, I didn't know how. To be honest, I didn't know how. I didn't know how to deal with the things I was seeing. I didn't know how to deal with the things I was hearing. I didn't know how to deal with the things I was feeling. I didn't know how to deal with getting scratched. I didn't know how to deal with getting pushed. All these things. I was getting spiritually attacked left and right, and I was just like, this shit, I don't know what's happening. I needed to stop. Like, I don't know what's happening. You know, Julie, it's okay. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Just having those positivity in your prayers means more to me, you know. Like, I cannot tell you how much it means to me. Those of you hoping and nice and passionate and give more to others, thank you for that, Brooke. And that's honestly, that's the one thing that I talk about all the time, is when I have seen, with all of you that I've worked with, that I've done one-on-ones with, either one time, 2 times, that I've done guided meditations with. My mentorship's now open as well, which I'm so excited for that. 15 sessions, $555. I show you everything you want to know. Everything. We do what you want to know. It is a ripple effect. And I say it quite a bit. When I see you guys' improvement, when I see that your lives have changed, I can see it, I can feel you. And then to see the tools I've given you, you're now using and passing on to others. Oh my God. It really makes me sit there and go, do you see what you're doing? Do you see what you're doing? It's a domino effect. You are starting something and passing it on. To have you in here that are teachers that sat there and go, that tell me I have my children every morning, right after saying the pledge, or even beforehand, say I am love, I am light, I am strength, repeating it. That's powerful, man. Like that hits me in my soul because that's something I firmly believe. That is a powerful mantra. That little mantra right there. I am love, I am light, I am strength, the I am presence. The I am presence encompassing the three, the triangle, the Trinity. It's humbling. Like, I can't tell you how many times I've gotten emails that I have saved. I have them all saved, all of them, that I've gotten emails just telling me, thank you. You have no idea what you've done for me. And my response back, no, thank you. You have no idea what you've done for me. And I just thought, I didn't do this. You did. I will never, ever, ever, ever take credit for your healing. Ever. Never will. I'm not the one who healed you. Not me. What I did was I gave you tools to help heal yourself. And you utilized them. That's the difference. You have others that are, oh, I heal people, blah, 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 blah. I don't heal people. I give you the tools to heal yourself for the part of the journey that you're on. That's going to benefit you the most. It's up to you if you decide to utilize it or not. There's orbs everywhere. There's orbs everywhere. There are white flashes of light everywhere. I am so glad to see you all. Oh my God, it feels so good. I'm so glad to see them. They're everywhere. It's white. It's white. It's white. All over the place. And I have no crystals out. I have no nothing. Like, there's nothing attracting them but me. I'm so glad to see them. I've been seeing them for the past hour. Past hour I've been seeing them. By the way, you know it when you said my pain would subside in 2 weeks. Amen, 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 Barb. I'm so glad you're feeling better. You are blessed. They have all come to support and protect you. I can't tell you thank you enough for everything. Your message along earlier, that email you sent me helped me immensely. Thank you. All of you that have said, I can't tell you guys, I see lights flashing. Yeah. There's only one light that's on in this bathroom. The door's closed, so there's no light coming in from anywhere else. That's them. You too. Thank you, Starla, for coming in. It's they're with me. It's good to feel them. Good to have them. It's like I feel like I got more activated too going through this. It wasn't me. I believe that fully. That was the divine working through you. I believe that fully. I could feel it when you wrote me that. I felt, I knew it. I was like, that's a divine message. And I needed that. I needed that. Brooke, same thing. That was a divine message you sent me. And I'm so glad you shared with me what your guide shared with you. That really helped me. Thank you. And I know that took a lot to share that. Especially when it's like, he's helped me, he's like my teacher to me. Like, it's not even about that. If you have a message from your guides and you know it's from your guide and it's for me, please share it with me. For those that I've been in dreams, I've been in your dreams, hearing those dreams, it helps. Everything helps. It's been something. I was gonna go live on Sarah's TikTok tonight, but like, I don't want to get her banned, dude. Like, like, if my mother's watching me, right? Chances are she's watching Sarah too. Chances are. I'm still kind of mind blown about that. Like, I still can't wrap my head around it. How how could little me be a messenger? Don't doubt yourself. Like I told you, way more powerful than you think. You're starting to realize it. Proud of you. Proud of you. Because you are really starting to step into your own. Life changes when we do that. Changes. It's like an instant change. It's not like something you'll be waiting for. Oh, it'll come a year or two. No. Changes instantly. I am mind blown right now by how widely open this is. This is never. Have y'all ever seen my third eye like this? I haven't. I am not. That is it's not hair. It's not hair. It's all right there. My God. It's wide open. I had a reading before we left. And let me tell you, there was a woman, she was alive, still living, very evil person. I'm not kidding you, like my third, I had her right in front of my face, saw her, and she was speaking to me, like her higher self was explaining to me all these things. Like, it's different, man. It's hard for me to explain. But this is just, it's massive. It's massive. Never seen it like that. My God. Looks like a leaf. Does it not look like a leaf? Looks like a leaf. Or actually it does look like an eye if you look at it from the side. If I was to turn my head to the side, it's an eyeball. That makes sense. Third eye, eyeball. Do it. Oh. Learned something new about myself today, apparently. It is, I'm so looking forward to doing my one-on-ones again come Monday. I can't tell you how much forward I am looking forward to doing my one-on-one readings. Oh my God, I miss them. I miss them. It's been a week. It's been a week. And I've not been sick, nothing like that. Like, it's been a week. I'm so glad to be doing them again. Like, I am. And then, like I said, my mentorship will be officially open on Monday. I am so looking forward to mentoring people. And then also, I can't wait till you guys would come out to the land, Brad, and we can start doing activations out there. That's going to be amazing. He opened up to the full, so you may have sight, and nothing may sneak up on you again. I agree with that completely. Completely. That's affirmation. Good God, look at that, man. Looks like I have a birthmark on my forehead. I kid you not. Like, what is that? I'm like, well, it's this thing called your third eye. I can see things that you don't see. What? Yeah, this is what this is. Dude. How'd you get that? I don't know, man. Kind of born with it. And then I literally have right here, as soon as I put my head down, if I tilt my head down, all this, there's a massive crescent moon. Forms, yeah, you can see the bottom of it right there. Forms all the way out. Crescent moon. Looking at my hands always change. Yep, they always change. Always change. New markings. So tomorrow, we're going to do this again tomorrow. Probably be on Sarah's at some point tomorrow, but I'll be YouTube probably for a little bit as well. Plus, my new account, my backup account, I am Toth Enoch. I'm going to get that up to 1,000 hopefully within the next couple of days to be able to go live on there on TikTok. I'll be able to do that. I'm just, man, I feel so much better. I feel so much better from earlier. Earlier I felt, dude, I just was going through it. Like, it was just like going through it, processing, going through it. Like, it was one thing processing that road, making it off that alive, to then having to battle this demon that was like, I've never seen one like this. I've never dealt with anything like that. That was different. That wasn't like your regular demon. That was not like demon that I was used to dealing with. That was something very old. It was from the native side. Um, it was dark, dark, dark. Its whole intention is to kill. That's what its whole thing is. Its whole purpose. It's it. It's its whole thing to take over the host. That is it. 3 days. Go figure. 3 days, right? Go figure 3 days. Another sign. 3 days though. A fight. There's another org. 3 days of fighting that thing. I literally, like, I kid you not, like, people will not think I'm crazy. I don't give a shit because I know I'm not crazy. 1 and 2, I know what I experienced. I had to literally, it came up her throat. I had to grab it and pull it out. And every time I was pulling it, it would latch on more. Latch. Everywhere. Imagine black goo, but in the form of like a skinny squid. Imagine that. In your body. Trying to take over you. That's what she felt. She cried. I kid you not, she was in the fetal position in the tub for the past 2 days. She was in there all afternoon today too. It's the first time she hasn't been in the tub in 2 days. Prayers work. All of those prayers are there, work. It wrecked her, man. Really tried to wreck her. It was like the first thing she had to go through was driving through that. She blamed herself. She's like, my intuition told me not to do it, but I ignored it. She didn't know. She had no idea. She was following the map. And I told her that. I said, you did not, like, it's not your fault. None of this is your fault. Like, how would you get no idea? None. And you got us through it. You saved us. And I've told her that nonstop, and I will continue. She saved us. Our lives were in her hands that day. And I can only imagine what she felt, because she had not just my life, but she had our children. They depended on her. You know, like, and then they get attacked after that. Like, she got through that, and then didn't even have time to process it. When I heard her crying, yeah, same here, Barb. Like, I had to hear that for 2 days. 2 days, and her wails, man, her cries pierce my soul. Like, they really do. It like pierces my soul. It's terrible. Like, she hurt. And the thing is, I know, because I can see what she's dealing with. I know she's not making it up. I know the things that she's dealing with are very real. I know the physical pain she's dealing with is very real. I know the emotional pain she's dealing with is very real. I know the spiritual pain she was dealing with is very real. All of it. Like, when I tell y'all how many souls came out that basement, out the cellar, over 10, and they were tortured. They were tortured by that thing. It wouldn't let them leave. It wouldn't let them leave that. It kept them in the dark. Terrified them. There was a family of 6, just like my family. This was, there's orbs everywhere. This is what made me, I have goosebumps all over me too. That family reminded me of my family. The mom, the dad, and the 4 children. 2 girls, 2 boys. Just like my family. 2 girls, 2 boys. They were so grateful. So grateful. They told us thank you. That was like a reality check. What if it was like a mirroring of my family? And it was like, would you help your family? Help everybody? Yes. We crossed over. I had that exact dream last night. That happened. It happened. There was 6 of them. Right there, a family right in front of us. And they went into the light. And there was 4 other souls. They were just stuck there. They were stuck there. We crossed them over. Like I kid you not, we didn't know there were souls stuck there. We didn't know that they were there until after we removed the first thing that's in the pine cone. It's put up in the glass case. It's like put away. There's 3 stones of obsidian around it. It's stuck in there. But as soon as we got rid of that first thing, that's when all 10 of them came out of the cellar. Souls weeping and grabbing upward. Yeah, that was them. He was living off their greed. Yes, he was. He was devouring them. He was devouring their essence. It scared me. When we saw them, they were weeping and trying to find out. They didn't know where to go. That's what they told us. So 244. Go figure. That equals 10. The number of the angels. But that's how we saw them at first. When they were standing there, they were crying. They were lost. They didn't know where to go. They were screaming for help. Then we told them, we're here to help you. They didn't trust us at first because they didn't know who to trust. They didn't know who to trust. But then they saw me in my essence. And they saw Sarah in hers. And they trusted us. St. Michael was there and led them. That was on Wednesday of this week. Oh yeah, we're gonna get through it, period. We already have gotten to the worst part. Gotten through it. Can y'all imagine? I need y'all to try to imagine 10 souls standing right in front of you. Literally within 10 feet. Right in front of you, looking at you. Asking for help. Please help us. Please help us. Please help us. We did. We helped them. They went home. It was so... It meant a lot to go and do that for them. They had been stuck there in that cellar for a long time. A long time. Like the owners of the house and the property, the brothers, their dad owned it, and his dad is the one who built it. Here's the thing. I don't even think they realize what was on this. Yeah, since 1800s. Yeah, it goes back. They didn't realize that the native history that's been on that land, they don't realize the blood that was spilled on that land. The atrocities that happened. The people that got removed. The people that got tortured. There's a lot of secrets buried in those hills. A lot. And believe me, up there, you can bury anything. Nobody would know. Nobody would know. It's unincorporated. It's not even a population. Nobody would know. Except for us that are gifted, because they show us. And let me tell you, they showed me. And Brooke, by the way, when you said look at the footprints in the sand, there's a part that I walk up on this to get into the forest. It's like a good half-mile stretch. It's all dirt. The dirt with the footprints. I'm gonna have to look at that next time. That's what they're telling me to do. And also go back to my roots. My roots is what? Sephiroth. Yesod on the tree. The cherubim. Abide us since Enoch. To go back and know what I know. To have the power of the divine most high flow through me. That's what's happening. Like, I'm just glad I can share this with y'all. I'm glad I can share this. I'm glad I can share what has happened. Glad I can share the experience. All of it. All of your donations have helped immensely. Everybody that has prayed, that has sent love and light, that has gotten clothes for my children, that has bought groceries, that has donated, even don't care if it's $1. Just your time, man. You're just knowing, that's what I said earlier, just knowing you're here for us. That's priceless to me. Thank you. Truly means more to me, you'll ever know. I want you to know that. I'm not the type of person that if you help me, I forget about it. Like, that's the opposite. I will never forget it. I will always be there to help you. Always know that. Need to cleanse the barn. The horse barn. See, there is an old barn that's the horse barn. That's what I'll do. I'll cleanse that. I need sage. I'm gonna have to get some sage again. I need some more sage. I need to get some more sage. But see, I don't even need sage to cleanse it now. Like, I realize when I do my cleansing, all I need to do is actually go in there and speak the ancient language, and that'll cleanse it. Literally. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. My house. My place. Nothing's gonna be there that's not needed to be there. But we'll see. Because now all they've done, it's like you stirred the hornet's nest. You know, the barn's connected to the souls. Yeah, I figured that. Figured that. And I'll take care of that too. I'm like, barn, you're no longer connected to shit. You understand? Done. You're not connected to anything. I will make sure to break all connections with anything to that land. Nothing will be connected to that land except for what is supposed to be there. That is it. And the thing is, if you noticed, and I know this, and if you guys can feel this yourself, for those of you who received messages, understand they know now. One, they know who I am, fully. Two, they realize they shouldn't have done that. That's the problem, and they can't fix that. Now, what's about to come their way, they brought it to themselves. I don't have to do anything. Here's the thing that I realized they showed me. I have 72 angels. These 72 angels are very, very, very protective. I also have ancestors that are even more protective. They're going to handle it their own way now. See, there was an agreement made before we moved that those that just harm my wife, they would be allowed to stay on that land under the understanding they're not to mess with my wife, my children, not do any of that. They broke that promise. They broke that oath. And they didn't make that promise with me. They made that with my ancestors. So now they're realizing who my ancestors truly are. And there's nothing they can do to stop it. That's why they tried to run us off. Because they now know. They know. Not the one. They realized I'm divine. They realized we fucked up. It's too late. It's too late. I don't wish anything bad on them. I wish their souls to be at peace. But they will not be on that land anymore. That's the last thing they didn't want. They didn't want to be removed. They're getting removed. choice. None. Don't find out. You know, it's just, I didn't realize how many spirits were there. Didn't realize that. Not just a couple, not, a few, no. I didn't, no. Just in the cellar there was 10. So this Cuban caveat did not want them to leave at all. It didn't want them to leave at all. It was going to torture them the entire time. That's what its whole plan was to torture them the whole entire time. Derive them of their essence, drain them of their energy, fully take it away, consume them. But that thing's gone now. It's gone. Because when it did, tried getting inside Sarah, and it did, and then it had to get removed, and once it got removed, it got sent through the portal, which was a triangle. It went to where it was supposed to come. It went dead. It left. Not willingly. Did not, it fought. I will tell you that. It fought, and it fought, and it fought. But it made its mistake in jumping my wife. That's where it made its mistake. Because then we were able to remove it. If it would have just stayed in that cellar, there was no way for me to get access into that cellar. The cellar was locked. It was off limits. See how that happened. Don't do that. And like when I see this thing, like when I see it, it's just the massive black mist. Like it's a black mist. Super tall. Almost reminds me of like Slender Man. Literally. That's what it reminds me of. It's gone. It's gone. Took care of it. But I'm telling you, when I tell you I've never dealt with anything like that, that was the first. That was the first. It was powerful. It was powerful. But it did not expect to have me plus 72 angels, plus the 4 names of the Most High utilized. It wasn't expecting to have the Greater Key of Solomon utilized. It was different though. That was different. Like, it's almost like it had hooks. Like pulling it off and it would hook more into her. I had to put my hands over her at least 4 or 5 times. Different times in the past 3 days. I had to. It was rough, man. It was rough. But we made it. We made it all together as a family. Not once have we split up or separated. Never will we. You know what I should do? I should write a screenplay for this. That would be a hell of a movie to watch, would it not? Hell of a movie. Family moves to a brand new place in West Virginia. Oh my God, the property's amazing. Bad things start to happen. Very first next scene would be going down that road of all roads, the road of hell. Barely making it through that. And then the next 3 days of just pure hell. That would be a hell of a horror movie. Because that's what it was. It was horror. Because that was, I mean, literally, I need to write something. I need to write a screenplay or something with this, man. Like it's literally a movie in the making. Because that's what it sounds like. Like a damn movie. But it wasn't. It's real life. Nothing fake about it. I wish it was. Brewster was like, yeah, made that shit up, man. No. The Evil Dead, yeah, right? Does. Just like, it would all start, like the movie would start off with like the scene of us removing this thing off of Zeppelin before we even left, putting protection around him. That's how it would start. Be like, oh, trip goes smooth. We pull up. As soon as pull up, life changes. Like, man. If y'all would just see this road that we went down, it's not, I don't even call it a road. If y'all would just see this path that we went down, because it wasn't even a road, path, you would ask yourself, how did y'all make it? How are you alive? That would be the first thoughts in your mind, I promise you that. You look at the road and you would be like, that's your car, that's that, the path that you, how are you alive? God, that's it. That is it. We're not supposed to be alive. Not at all. All 6 of us were supposed to pass that day. Oh, reconnect me. There we go. It was weird. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. No. So the real roads, when we come back, like when we leave here, we will hit 79 to 50. 50 will take us all the way into this, about 6 miles. And to get to 50, there's called Junction 18. So as soon as you turn on Junction 18, about 2 miles into that road, you lose all phone service. There's no phone service at all. So you go down that for 6 miles until you hit this road called Meat Hook Fork Road. Take a left. You go 6 miles on that road, and then we'll veer off to the right, or you go straight up a hill. You veer to the right. That's called Indian Fork Road. That's our road. And then we're there like a half mile after that. But it's like 12 miles almost of no service. None. Zero. No service. That's what I'm saying. If something was to happen to you out there, and you're not on one of those main roads, if you're off on one of the side roads, or like we were on, a path, nobody will find you. Nobody will, unless there's a fire. I don't think, yeah, Meat Hook Fork Road. Yeah, I don't like the name of it either. Meat Hook Fork. Like, what the came up with that? Meat Hook Fork. That's a great name for a road. Yeah, Meat Hook Fork. What? Like, I don't know. Did you say meat? Yeah, Meat Hook Fork Road. Yep. Meat Hook. What a name. And that road is actually where my mom lives. No cell phones work. Yep, that's where I'm at. No cell phones work. So when we have Wi-Fi, I'll be able to do Wi-Fi calling. I won't have to worry about it. And if I have to, I'll get phone service, a landline from Frontier or whatever, for like $15 a month, or whatever it is, just in case, which I'm probably gonna have to do, just in case. I'd love to find the history there. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look it up. I literally am. New Milton, West Virginia, Indian Fork Road. Just look it. It's unincorporated. There's no population. It has no population sign. It's just unincorporated. Like I went from College Station 100,000 plus to unincorporated. My mom has a landline. Yeah, I think everybody out there has a landline. I'm gonna have to get one too. Just in case if internet gets knocked off, anything like that, we have a landline to still be able to connect with somebody. Because like I said, out there's no police department, there is no fire department, nothing. Like, better be safe. Better be careful. Welcome to rural America. You know what though? It is the beauty of waking up, seeing what I get to see every morning, every day. It's so pretty. It is so pretty. Just had to take care of the bad shit first. Just like, man, alright, take care of the bad stuff, man. Like, I can't wait to show you all the property Monday when we have internet and I can take you outside and show you the property. I can't wait. Excited for that. Volunteer fire departments out there, if that makes sense. Satellite phone. Yeah, I think what I will do is I'm probably just gonna have to get a landline just to have it, like in case anything was to happen. But at least have service to call somebody at least 911. Ugh. Like, said I didn't want neighbors. I got that. My neighbors are 2 miles down the road. That's my closest neighbor. But it's beautiful. It's so pretty. So pretty. And the energy when you feel that place, you'll feel what I feel out there. It is incredible. Incredible. So, 2 hour live. I am damn, we've been live 2 hours. So guys, I'm probably gonna call it a night. I need to rest. Thank you for everything. Cannot tell y'all thank you enough. I really can't. Like, for anybody that's wanting to sing close to, please just email me. I'll give you the address. Thank you for everything. From the bottom of my heart, thank y'all. You've really helped me out a lot. My family out. I can't tell you thank you enough. Truly means the world to me. Truly means the world to me. And I'll never forget it. I'm glad I can share with you what we experienced. Oh, it's gonna get better. I know that. It's already getting better. It's already getting better. Today's been a good day. The first good day in like 6 days. It's the first day I got rents knocked off $500 because we've been stuck in a hotel, which is great. I got the call internet when we set up on Monday, which is great. They called my landlord, which he texted me. He was like, "Yeah, it's gonna be here for sure." Thank God. So that's for like things are looking better. The worst is over. I firmly believe that. The worst is over. It's just like, fool. So, this shit's crazy, man. Like, that many souls, like that many souls, like I just to feel their pain too, man. Like I could feel them, and I was just like, I'm gonna help you. Here's the light. You see the light? It's right here. I know you see it. And it was like, you're on my TV now. I got the YouTube. You gotta go to the TV. Yes. But it was like St. Michael had to come and help them cross. So glad they did. So glad they did. That's all they wanted. They wanted to go home. They couldn't. They couldn't leave because of that thing. They couldn't leave. And we helped them leave. I'll never forget that. Family of 6, and like that was crazy shit. Was seeing the family of 6 was like literally watching my TV too. Yes, I'll be on everybody's TVs. But like I had like a family of 6 that reminded me of my family. The dad, the mom, the 4 children, the 2 girls and the 2 boys. Exactly my family. And it was just like, I'm gonna do anything I can to help them. We did. Like, this shit, it's been an experience. Welcome to West Virginia. Welcome. You're gifted. Welcome to West Virginia. You're gonna experience some things while you're here right off the bat because you're pretty gifted. Have fun. And see, here's the other thing. Besides it being just native land, there are so many witches and mystics, shamans that live in these hills. Not all of them are good. So telling what they're doing, you gotta understand that too. There's many out there that people don't know what they're doing. No telling how long they've been doing it. Like if you want a place, like I said, you want to go to a place where people aren't gonna bother you or know your business. Where I'm at, that's the place to be able to do it. It's unincorporated. It's crazy. See, you know, like here's the other thing. Like people ask me out there already, some of the neighbors, locals, "Oh, what do you do?" I'm a motivational speaker. I'm not stupid. If I'm to sit there and tell them, oh, by the way, I'm a medium psychic, my name's Enoch, they will run me out of town. I already know it. Not just because they wouldn't believe. I think there would be some that would be very highly threatened by me. Highly threatened. So, motivational speaker. Do everything over Zoom. I help people with their lives. Which, I'm telling the truth. I do. That's what I do. I help people in their lives. And I do it through faith. That's what I tell them. Through faith. No one needs to know exactly right. They do not know. Lisa, you know what you need? You know what you need? Some love, light, and positivity in your life. Appreciate that. You need to shave as well. But thank you. Appreciate you. Tell me to shave, you go shave. I appreciate it though. Don't worry about me. You might want to go worry about yourself. Don't worry about me shaving. You need to go shave. But it's okay. Don't worry. You can't even spell right. See, man up, manual. See, here's the thing about you. Because I'm going to do you something. I'm going to do you a favor. You ready? I'm going to do you a favor. See, it's called you are an ignorant person. You are very negative. You think that you can go and just say comments and it's going to do anything? Do you really think that? Go ahead, spew your shit. Let everybody see who you are. Go ahead. Do you feel better about yourself? Do you feel better? Do you? Because all you're doing is reflecting yourself of how miserable you truly are. And the thing is, and you wonder why people don't like you. And you wonder why life happens to you the way it does. You wonder why your relationships don't work and they fail. You wonder why you're going to have all these bad things happening to you. No, this person's just miserable in life. Here's the thing. Let them be. They want to sit there and act like an ignorant fool in front of everybody and show how ignorant they look. Let them do it. Let them do it. All they're doing is embarrassing themselves. I'm sure you make 6 figures. I'm sure you do. Sure you do. And that's why you have your face looking like that, right? Do you think anybody cares what you make? Do you think anybody cares what you do? Do you think anybody cares about the energy you're putting out? Do you think that I care that you breathe? No. Now, I can tell you what's going to happen to you. But that's on you. You can find out yourself. I don't have any needs to explain anything to you. Because see, here's the thing about you, is this. Watch this. Oh, I can put you in timeout. I can put you in timeout. You're in timeout. I'm going to just keep putting you in timeout. That's so funny. Oh my God, that's so funny. I can put them in timeout. I'm going to let them come out of timeout. I'm going to just keep putting them in timeout. I'm just keep putting them in timeout. That's hilarious. They're in timeout like a child, man. Oh my God. That's so funny. Timeout. Timeout. Do you know what's even funnier? Do you notice how somebody has to go, I make 6 figures? Actually, you don't. You're lying about everything. They're a miserable person who's sitting behind a keyboard. That's all they do. Here's the thing. When somebody's miserable like that, let them be miserable. Let them. Their life is shit. Their life is shit. Let them be shitty. Let them be shitty as they want. They can be shitty as they want to themselves. Sit in timeout and think about it. Think about what you're saying. And then when you get out of timeout, I'm going to put you right back in it. And then we'll keep putting you back in it. We'll keep putting you back in it. Going to keep putting you back in it. Oh, it's not even, it sounded like somebody that's completely pissed off of the world about mommy and daddy issues. That's really what it is. And it's also because They have nobody that loves them. It's the bottom line of it. Nobody loves them. And they wonder why. So what they're doing now is projecting their anger out to everybody else. The plays that you did is on it trying to engage. Right? Oh my god, man. And they're just like, oh, take that, thank you, I will afterwards, I appreciate it. Oh my god. It makes me laugh. It really makes me laugh. It's just like, wow. You really are just a piece of shit person. It's okay though. The world needs piece of shit people too. You gotta balance it out. You gotta have good people, shit people. They fall in the shit people category. Good people, them, shit people. That's them. I make 6 figures a year. Oh my god, I make 6 figures, and like, my life is so much shit. I know your life sucks. I'm aware your life sucks. Your life sucks. It's okay though. You choose the shitty life. Yeah. Oh my god, you know how good it feels like I can say what I want to say. What? And so you wanna know, yeah, new voice. Oh my god, I need 6 figures. Oh my god, don't you step on my white shoes. Please don't do it. That's them. That's what I did. I can't. Oh, okay. The Karen. Yeah, literally. It just makes me laugh. It makes me laugh. I really hope they're still sitting in here during this whole timeout. I hope they are. Then they come out of timeout. Like, did you learn? No, I'm back in timeout. You go right back into timeout time for you. It's just like, I love that. I can put somebody in timeout. That's amazing. I love I can do that. I can put you in timeout. I can sit there and block you. I can restrict you. No, I would much rather put you in timeout. Just saying. Put you in timeout. It's how you look like a fool. It's so funny, man. Oh my god. So funny. Did you feel how much hatred they had? Like, they really hate themselves. I feel sorry for them. I really do. Carrying that much anger with yourself is not healthy. They've had a lot of wrong done to them, but they chose it. See, that's the problem. Their actions is what's creating everything to happen to them, but they're too ignorant to see that, so they're the definition of what crazy is. Definition of crazy is doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over, expecting a different result. Here's the thing. It's hard to feel sorry for somebody that doesn't want help, doesn't want to change. They think, here's the thing, because I can see everything about them right now. They literally think they're smarter than everybody. They think they get over on everybody. They think that they have this power. They have this complex about them. They were so mistreated growing up that they think they have to treat people a certain way to be able to be validated. Little do they know, you've now turned into that person that did it to you. They're repeating the cycle. That's what they're doing. But what do I know? What do I know? Apparently I need soap and go take a shower. What do I know, right? See, if they would just come in being nice, I could have helped them. Instead, have fun with that. You're gonna get what you deserve, is what it is. Karma, man. It's something you can't stop. Can't stop it. It's gonna fill up one way or the other, good or bad. But honestly, I thought I handled that very well. Yes, thought I handled that pretty good. Thought I did. Do you want to spew your ignorance? Go ahead. Show everybody how ignorant you truly are. Go ahead. Don't bother me none. That's how you want to act. Whatever. That's how you want to act. Life's good. Life is good. Things will be okay. They didn't stay, they left. They'd be out of timeout by now, they left. So funny. It's so funny. I'm in timeout, man. They put me in timeout. I ain't staying in this no more. Bro, put me in timeout. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah. Yeah, yeah, you're in timeout. Go to bed. Go to bed, little kid. I should have said I don't take showers. I should have said that. I don't take showers. I take baths. I can't. Oh my god, it's so funny. It's great. I hope they follow it. I hope they subscribe at least. Seems like, hey, you remember me? You remember me? Oh my god, what a great day it's been. It's been a day. It's been the first good day in a while. Thank y'all. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and get off. 2 hours, 12 minutes for the first live on YouTube. Very good. I'll be doing more of this week on here until my account, either my backup's at 1,000 or my 80K account in a week will be on the 22nd. Will be unmanned. So 7 days. Yeah. So I'll be seeing y'all tomorrow. Thank you guys for everything. If there is any clothes that you can send children clothing for the winter, please email me. You literally, yeah, I'm talking like right, the shower's right behind me. Like, well, you know, I could, I have it right here, but thank you. My backup is I am Toth Enoch. IAMTHOTHENOCH. All one word. I'm Toth Enoch. Yeah, that is it. And yeah, I'm gonna get that account built up to 1,000. I want that. Hopefully, get that within 2 to 3 days. And thank y'all for being here with me. Love, light, and blessings to you all. I will see you guys tomorrow. Please email me if you need anything. Thank y'all for being here. See y'all later.